The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Now, Mitch, I heard your comments pre-show this morning when you were talking to Lockie.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, the end of summer thing, yeah.
And you said, an outfit has turned up already that's in our office, and you went, oh, I know who that'll be.
Yep.
That'll be Ash's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you think it was Ash's?
Well, just from the last party that we had. And
what happened at the last party?
Well, and Samara was scrounging around trying to find costumes for people and get. I just thought, well, we're going to need costumes ahead of time so that we at least set the standard in the room. And, unfortunately, you were the target that I picked of the three people that are sitting in front of me. I definitely wouldn't throw myself under the bus as being a latecomer. So I apologise, Ash.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't understand either.
I said that a costume had arrived, and I'm like, it'd have to be Ash's because
was it bad?
And just insinuating that he wouldn't, have the capacity to get his own
my
costume.
own
because you can't dress yourself.
Yeah. Well,
he's made it Alicia and
I'll
Lockie
have you know, Mitch, that costume that has turned up is mine.
Oh, it is?
But you're bringing your own loafers, I heard.
I am. I've got
shoes.
like some grandpa loafers that'll be perfect for the theme.
Can we do cigars or pipes? Or is that not a thing?
What do you reckon it would be? Would it be cigars or pipes?
Or would it be
I don't think it'd be
vapes in a
pipes.
pipe shape?
No, it definitely wouldn't be vapes.
I don't know if you're about to light it, but you can at least have it in your mouth.
Face you pulled after you said that.
And bite me on the nose.
Well, we're all a bit wild this morning, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's because the world's upside down. I read all the news last night. Just went, what the?
Well, Gaza Strip's going to
going on?
Gaza Strip's going to become the next Vegas.
Yeah, the new
Like,
Vegas
how ridiculous
Gaza
is that?
That's just crazy. I feel like he's just spouting stuff out just for fun now. He's just having fun.
But he can do it, can't he? I don't know.
Well, can he?
Mum was
Can he
asking me
do
at
it?
North last night. I was like, Mum, I have no idea, but I think maybe he can.
Well, tell your mum to listen in after 6:30 because we've got Hugh Whitfield, who's the Channel 7 foreign editor. We're talking to him about what happened yesterday.
Someone who actually knows stuff about stuff. As
Yeah.
opposed to us
Well,
going,
when I
oh,
saw
wow,
it
that's
yesterday-
crazy. We could ride a crocodile over to the new Gaza Strip to go and get on the
can.
pokies.
Sunny Coast.
Yeah.
When I saw him yesterday with Netanyahu at the press conference, I honestly thought that vision, my first thought was, geez, this AI is getting good.
I know. And then it's real. And then it's
It wasn't
real.
until it was reported by some reputable sites that I went, oh, that was legit.
Because Netanyahu's going, yeah, it sounds pretty good.
He's totally on board. He's like, yeah, then you can police it and you can use your troops to police all of this.
Well, not police it, but own it.
Own it,
He actually
control
said
it.
own
Because that's been the whole issue, right? It's being under control. Well, let's not go too deep. Let's let Hugh do this.
Well, just
before I
explain it
say
in layman
something
terms exactly
wild.
what happened.
Yeah, how do you buy it? Like, that's what I don't understand. Is it just, can you buy? Can you
Well, was he
actually
talking about
buy it with
buying it or
money?
was
I
he
think you
talking
buy
about-
it with weapons.
Because my mum said to me, the only way you could get it was to start a war, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think just heavy weight and muscle your way in. I don't know. But I don't really want to talk about this because this is scary stuff and this is not because I don't know the history. I see one side, I see the other side, and all I see is dead babies, and I just get really sad.
I don't want to get involved in that.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Okay, I got to get out of my system. I just had my first road rage incident.
Oh, yeah, you came in very hot in the kitchen this
Did
morning.
hot under the collar, even though I kept a cool, calm, collected demeanour about myself. Look, people, if someone's trying to merge, just let them merge. I don't care if you haven't been shagged by your wife. Don't take it out on me. That's my theory. I feel like people that are pent up in the traffic who just horn you instead of letting you in, even though I was sitting there indicating politely for quite some time because I've been boxed in by a couple of trucks.
Were you driving your flash car or your normal car?
No, I was driving my Hyundai.
Yeah, so it's not as if I thought if you're driving, sometimes if you're driving a flash car,
If you drive, driving like a European souped-up sports car, everyone's like, get away,
I get
wanker.
that.
No, I was
this
in...
merging onto the highway?
This was trying to get off onto Kingsford Smith Drive. So, you're travelling along in 3 lanes for ages and then it says you've got to get off. And I'd been boxed in the middle lane, so I couldn't get into the left lane.
Right.
And so as cars started to shift, I could see a bit of a gap. So I had my indicator on for some time, letting this guy know, I really need you to let me in. He just chose violence and just wouldn't let me in, just sat on the horn. And I'm doing fingers.
He sat on the horn.
He just sat on the horn and I'm like, I'm just trying to move over, like polite face. Meanwhile, his head's so red it's going to pop off his shoulders. And so I had to pump the brakes and move in behind him. And then I'm just sitting there going, I understand why people ram people because I'm just like, "Urgh," and they're like, no, peace be thy journey. Peace be thy journey. Be nice. Just out him on radio. That'll feel good. Yeah, so if you're driving a Nissan X-Trail and you're a tradie in an orange vest who didn't let a Hyundai merge this morning.
That's everyone.
Look, I've got the number plate, but Buzz told me I can't say it.
Did you really get the number plate?
I wrote it down. I said, Siri, add to notes. Blah, 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 blah. You are a... I won't say it. I said to Mitch this morning, get the dump button ready.
Did Siri repeat it?
She did.
Yeah, I love it when she does that.
Calm down, Nikki.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not worth it.
She does tell me to calm down. I said the other day, God, I'm
Siri?
tired. Siri. I said, seriously, God, I'm tired. And she goes, well, you shouldn't be driving, Nikki.
See,
You were in the car when you said that.
Yes. And she picked up on it.
That's a good point, actually.
And she told me I shouldn't be driving.
Have a rest.
So, yeah, I'm going to retire from Nova a 3-week thing.
That's where the fembots are going to come in handy.
I was looking into more stories about that last night.
Can we revisit it? Because I got a lot of good feedback on.
Oh, did you?
On the fembots.
They all want to order one.
People want to hear about it.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
Oh, we might.
Ash is just looking at me funny.
Oh, it's just funny. You just come in at 100 miles an hour. I love it when this happens.
I'm so sorry.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Thought we'd have a look at the voting, how it's going for Throwback Throwdown. We're heading back to 2001.
I voted last night. I supported my song. And when I did, geez, it was close. At the top.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's changed overnight.
It's a little close. Luttsy, have you voted for yourself?
Oh, I did early on, but I think I'm gone.
Okay, yeah, unfortunately.
What percentage?
15%.
Yeah, I'm at this point fourth.
That won't change.
Pulling myself out of the race.
Are you gifting your 15% to anyone in particular? Can you do that? Can't do that. Can you imagine what behind the scenes shenanigans would be?
I would never do that because that's how I lost my Boondall State Steel captaincy. Remember?
So you think?
Darren Bird.
So you think? He used to say he got dropped from the.
I got the primary count, and then they.
No, but he reckons he got dropped from like the 14 Bs
that was
to the Cs.
Different story, buddy.
In the cricket.
Yeah. By Paul Kelly's brother.
By Paul, and then I ran into Paul Kelly's brother, who's
Dave.
a teacher at Nudgee.
Dave.
And he pulled me aside and said he got dropped because he wasn't very good. He got dropped to the Bs, and he would have got dropped to the Cs, or he would have got dropped to the Ds if there were a Ds.
There was definitely a Ds, mate. We run deep at Nudgee.
So you like a saggy boob of cricket?
Yeah.
Pretty
Just keep
well.
dropping down to bigger sizes.
According to Dave Kelly, but we digress because it was the captaincy, the primary voting thing. I think it's a sore point for me.
Yeah.
You know,
But
giving your
he
preferences.
always questions the result when he loses.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You're one of those.
So I lose a lot.
Oh.
Not this one, 15%. And I tell you what, kids are the naughties. Where's your vote? Smash
Nothing
Mouth,
for Shrek.
I'm a believer, 21%. It's got a little bit of distance from fourth, but still not enough. What I would have thought.
You know what? I'm not
fun.
a believer anymore either. Not after the way people were driving on the road this morning.
You've had a rough morning.
I'm
Come
in
on, throw a vote.
disbelief. I'm a disbeliever.
Up to 31% in second place.
This is me.
This is Train. This is you.
I can't believe your song is in front.
There's a lot of biscuits still left on the table too.
There's only 2% in it.
I'll get your hand off it.
How is this number one?
This is ridiculous.
Song sucks. Tonight. Oh, please go and vote. I'm second, aren't I?
You are.
Come on.
No, hey, look. You know what? Hang on. Let me give you some songs.
You've got
Go.
all your
Make your
kids
pitch.
voting,
Go.
don't you, Mitch?
Oh, just because Kryptonite sucks. Like, nobody ever needs to hear that song again. There's no one driving around at the moment that's going, oh, I really want to hear that Kryptonite song.
Yeah, I'm going to request a song. Let's have Kryptonite.
Anything is better than that.
What's it about? Is it a girl that his girlfriend, his kryptonite,
Doesn't matter.
makes him weak at the knees? Is that what it's about?
I don't know. I
just
turn
like-
it off whenever it comes on, so I've never actually heard the full lyrics.
No one's ever listened to
listened it through.
What I like about that little pitch there, it's like an election campaign that you just made, but instead of talking about yourself and your policies, all you did was slam the opposition.
Yeah, you're Trump.
And
You're the Trump
you've
of
lost your chance now, so go ahead, vote.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Well, it's front page of the paper this morning, the Courier Mail, that Donald Trump has proposed a US takeover of the Gaza Strip, which would relocate Palestinians, and he said that he wants to redevelop the area into the Riviera
of America.
Of the Middle East.
Which is the most wild statement we've seen on the front page of the Courier Mail for some time.
Hugh Whitfeld is the Channel 7 News foreign editor and is covering the story. Good morning, Hugh. How much did this take you by surprise yesterday, or were there whispers that this was coming down the pike?
Good morning, guys. Look, we've heard Donald Trump talk about trying to move Palestinian refugees from Gaza to neighbouring countries, but the wholesale removal of nearly 2 million people and effectively, turning it into Trump Resort in Gaza City, flying into Rafah International or something like that, has taken the world, not just me and you guys, but everyone in complete shock, because it is, in essence, illegal under international law to remove people from their homes, particularly children, and it amounts to a land grab by the US, by a president who actually ran on a platform of removing American troops from foreign wars. You've got to think about how on earth is he going to do this? He won't rule out putting US troops on the ground. Does that mean US soldiers facing off at gunpoint with Hamas militants who still control Gaza? The whole concept is pretty wild. Will it actually happen? Well, maybe it's part of some bizarre negotiating tactic by Donald Trump, but it certainly caught a lot of people off guard and got a lot of people very concerned this morning.
What did Netanyahu have to say?
Well, Netanyahu was gleeful because Israel has been trying to see off Hamas for some time. Officially, Israel's position, of course, is to allow Gazans to stay in their homes, but not under Hamas rule. But he described Donald Trump as Israel's greatest ever friend in the White House, and effectively this would be a huge victory for Benjamin Netanyahu, because it would remove Hamas as Israel's great adversary in Gaza. But the problem, of course, is that it's not just Hamas that is Israel's adversary, it is also Hezbollah and Iran, and they may have different ideas about the US effectively going in and seizing part of the Middle East.
And have they responded yet, Hamas, Hezbollah?
Look, not
in an official
not officially,
capacity?
Not in an official capacity. There's a Palestinian representatives who are basically saying this is not going to happen. Interestingly, Jordan's king, Abdullah, will be in Washington next week. Now, Jordan is a key US ally in the region. It's one of the countries that's been identified as having to potentially take, 1 million Palestinian refugees. They have already ruled that out, described it as ethnic cleansing. It has the potential to really shake things up, obviously, in the Middle East in a huge scale and create divisions where there weren't before, because America is putting its own allies offside with this one.
Yeah, it's interesting because from the small amount that I know about the history of all of it, yeah, Trump did pull troops out of the area wanting peace, and now this feels like an act of war. Would you say that this could really blow up, or do you think Trump's just making noises because he's a bit power mad at the moment?
Look, I think it's probably a little bit of all of that. If you think about Joe Biden being so careful and cautious about US presence in the Middle East because he didn't want to wake up Iran, essentially, and take on Iran on the ground. But if US boots are on the ground in Gaza fighting an Iranian proxy in Hamas, then that sets the US up against Iran. And it has the potential to create further war. And as I say, this is a president who was elected by a US electorate who are tired of US involvement in foreign wars. They are sick of seeing American soldiers come home in coffins draped in the American flag, fighting wars that they don't have any idea about.
Would this lead to Australian troops having to join in?
Oh, look, obviously Australia is a very close ally of the US. Anthony Albanese is having a tough time because he's probably been blindsided by this, and the prospect of not just having to think about Ukraine and our region, but US boots by surprise going into the Middle East. It would be a difficult ask, but as I say, we're pretty close allies with the US, and it would again create that division with American friends that there hasn't been in the past.
Just to explain what he intends to do, because I read yesterday that 6 out of 10 buildings on Gaza Strip have been impacted or just completely destroyed. It looks like an absolute shit show there if you look at the papers. So he's going to basically level it, get rid of the Gazans, level it, build a resort world, and then invite them back.
Well, he didn't talk much about inviting them back yesterday. The White House has tried to clarify that in the last 24 hours, but Trump's administration believes that the ground in Gaza is unlivable, and in most parts it largely is. But no one has previously spoken about completely removing 2 million people to who knows where. We don't know where these people are meant to go. What if they don't want to go? Are they going to be marched onto ships or buses or trains by American troops at gunpoint? I mean, that is pretty absurd, really, and particularly the prospect of children and families who have already been largely displaced for the last 18 months, nearly 2 years or so, and they've just returned to their homes. They want to rebuild. This is the land that they believe is theirs. And so, therefore, who's going to convince them that they need to go somewhere else to this unnamed place where they might stay for a couple of years while thousands of jobs are apparently created by Donald Trump to rebuild it?
I don't know about you, but I feel like we need Daryl Kerrigan right about now.
Castle.
Yeah, the castle come in, say it's Marbo, it's the vibe. This is not all right.
I don't know.
And Trump's talking about not occupying it, just a study on his language. He used the words, he wants to own Gaza. Is there any legal right under which he could achieve that?
No, I mean, that's a land grab. That's effectively what Vladimir Putin has tried to do in Ukraine. Even Vladimir Putin says it's not a good idea. If you've got that guy saying maybe don't do this one, then maybe it's not a great idea.
Yeah, if Russia's a bit cool on the idea, then maybe it's a little bit of a hostile manoeuvre. Jeez. Well, thank you.
Have thousands of jobs created. Whose jobs? Who's going to work in those jobs? There's no detail.
No.
Well, thanks for your time this morning, and for all your up-to-date news, you can watch 7 News, 6 p.m, Channel 7, 7 Plus, or follow at 7news.com.au, and that is the 7 News foreign editor, Hugh Whitfeld. Thanks, Hugh.
Good on you guys.
Thank you.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Now, I've got this friend, right? She's been my best friend forever. Ever. Like, we're tight. We used to have school. Like
Primary school?
Yeah, since we were 5.
Whoa.
Besties. We even had the best friend charms, the necklaces. We had the other half. Till she gave it back to me one year because she repeated a year and then found a new friend and then gave me the half back for a bit.
I won't be needing this anymore.
But that's all right. It broke my heart. But thankfully, I was in a musical at the time playing a girl called Girlie who cries a lot. So very method. That was when I discovered it. Anyway.
As adults, have you ever separated? Or,
Yeah, well,
it strikes me girls sometimes just like, we're not friends anymore. But then 6 months later, you are friends again.
Yeah, totally.
Dudes don't really do that, do they?
No.
Do guys break up?
Not really.
No.
We cannot see each other for a year and not care. Literally.
Oh, I'm sad for you.
Yeah, it's a bit...
Because I fight for my friendships.
Because
I did move to Melbourne for like 15 years, but we stayed friends the whole way through. And anyway, I've moved back up to the Sunshine Coast, which is where my best friend is. Now, she's threatening to move to Tasmania.
Bitch.
Because she says, I can't do the heat anymore. Property prices are skyrocketing. I want to run an Airbnb. My husband does pottery, and we've found all these amazing places just out of Hobart.
I've been hearing really good things about Tasmania.
No, stop it. No, stop.
I'm dead set, me too.
I've only been there sort of once or twice.
Particularly just outside of Hobart. Literally where she's saying.
They reckon. Like,
Hobart, 100%.
Jody and I went down there and did the marathon a couple of years ago, and that was like that. What's it called?
Beautiful.
Constitution Dock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At Hobart.
We went to a seafood restaurant.
Did you go to Drunken Admiral?
Drunken Admiral? Yes, I saw that there.
Hobart, Tasmania is very good.
But they
Well,
reckon that you can drive around Tasmania and it feels like it's
Europe.
Yes.
It's every bit of Europe. I did it for the torch relay back in the day, and you felt like you were going through Europe in 3 hours. It was unbelievable.
And my mate Ross, the
stop.
fisherman, he went down there on a fishing trip, and he was catching like
It's the best kept secret.
huge white. Yeah, actually, I'm keeping K5.
And there's no Crocs there. Yeah, and I know.
It's cold as it. It's cold as it.
It's
cold as it.
cold
Which
as
is
a-
tit.
It's as cold as...
You say that? You say that?
No, you
can't say
no.
that. I didn't
as
say
cold
that.
as it's gone.
No, congratulations, you've won $1,000. We'll move on. So
So what,
So anyway-
what part of
property
Tasmania?
price is good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, just outside of Hobart. So she's like, we could live mortgage free. We can have our Airbnb. My husband can have his pottery thing. My mum can move down. And I'm like, but it's really cold and it's really long way away from where I am. Meanwhile, my other friend's like, oh my God, you should totally go there. It suits you. It's a vibe.
It sounds good.
And I'm like slapping my other friend going, stop it. We've got to keep her here. We've got to keep her here. So now I keep sending her bad news stories
From Hobart.
from Hobart. Just
What's
to
going on? What have they got going on down there?
Oh, there's one. There's one.
It never
it's a bit
makes
dark.
sense. You
can't-
So
it's a
I
bit
can't-
dark,
It was
so
too
you
dark.
probably can't
In fact,
mention it.
I went so dark that you know,
like bad stuff.
this is how much I love my friend. And have you ever done anything like outrageous to stop someone from leaving? Like, have you ever had someone fake a pregnancy, Luttsy, to stop you from going anywhere?
I plead the fifth. Let's move on. But I get what you're saying, but I've never really had no.
Am I being a bad friend am I being selfish?
No, she
by-
probably appreciates the effort. And you are you're not making the stories up. It's not fake news.
No,
Is it
I'm
fake
sending
news?
real, like, just people with depression, things down in Tasmania, needing sad lamps because they're
Some
not getting
crime.
enough sunshine. Crime.
Crime's a good
so
one.
much crime.
Yeah,
People
so much
stealing.
crime.
Is there a lot of crime down there?
Oh,
Yeah, stealing
according
grapes
to
from
Nikki, there
vineyards.
the great vineyard thief has
Yes,
been
exactly.
running down there for
But
3
I
years.
want to do a phoner. I want to hear what other.
What's
that's
wrong
it.
with
I'm calling
Tasmania?
it. I'm calling. No.
Oh.
What has someone done to stop a friend from leaving, or what have you done to stop someone from leaving? Because I reckon there's stories out there that people have gone beyond to try and get someone to stay. Like, you know, fake pregnancies or like cancer or just, I don't know.
You ever done that, Luttsy? You ever done the hostage? thing,
Hostage?
have you?
Oh, God.
No.
Yeah, no,
Again,
so
I plead the
13,
fifth.
24, 10,
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
hear what outrageous things you've done
To stop someone you love
To
or-
stop someone you love from leaving. I think there's something in it.
Does boyfriends, girlfriends count? 'Cause it could get weird.
Yeah, the weirder the better.
Yeah, weirder the better.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
If there's one guy that would know how to dress at a retro resort summer party, it would be Harry Styles, Watermelon,
Oh,
Sugar.
He's perfect for it.
Yep.
Like,
What do you
think
mean?
Harry Styles. I mean, Harry Styles, his fashion
His
sense
fashion.
would fit right into our Aaron
Yes!
Slim's photo.
I'd happily have inside the outfit to
what?
arrive as well. I was trying to not
Yeah.
say that like a cougar, and it just
Well, you mentioned the word inside.
halfway
that didn't help.
halfway through, I just went, "Don't say that."
Oh, you could tell by
You didn't want to sound like a cougar.
Yeah, I didn't want to sound like a cougar.
It came out like you just want Harry Styles at the party so you could feel him up.
Yeah,
that's what
pretty
That's what
much.
it sounded like.
Yeah, but I can't say that. That's inverted sexism.
Is it?
I don't care.
But the point is, what he's wearing would be the
Would
sort
be
of
appropriate.
ideal.
yeah.
See, Benson Boone got an award for packing out. Where was he?
Packing out that blue jumpsuit that he was wearing. At
Yeah.
the,
Oh, he packed that one
yeah.
out, didn't he? But
And that was
no,
pretty impressive.
When he was in Bris Vegas, where was he performing? Entertainment Centre or somewhere?
Oh, geez, I don't think he went that big, did he?
River
Stage
Stage?
is
Was
what
he
I
really?
would have
River
thought.
Stage?
Yeah.
So he went from the Rivers stage to the Grammys, and that was like one of the biggest starry moments. Like, how did he rip that tuxedo off? So was that just? Do you reckon that was just
Well, he had
Velcroed
two
on?
cougars rip it
He had
off.
two cougars.
No,
Oh,
yeah, but then
Nikki
he
Glaser
ripped
and what's her
his
name?
own pants off. Like, was that? But
It's
was that
Velcro,
a Velcro? That's a Velcro.
Yeah, the
Velcro
the
pants.
basketballers do that, don't they? You see them do that.
Do they? I
Yeah.
don't watch much basketball.
Yeah,
either.
when it's like, get on there, you know, like when they're on the bench,
But-
they just go whooshka, and,
Yeah.
and it's Velcro right down the sides.
On their tracky
Yeah.
backs.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a thing. It's definitely a thing. That's what he's been doing.
But Benson had to apologise for his correction of his man junk on stage. You know how he got a front wedgie?
Yeah,
and
he said it was a bit tight.
And he kind of adjusted his, what do you call it? now? Tackle, his budgies, whatever. He had to apologise.
It's Peter Brock.
He-
I think it's what.
He's Peter Brock.
He's Morton.
He's Morton.
Morton, yes.
Yeah,
I'm a Morton girl. But
Dylan.
Dylan gets grabbed that one. Yeah, but he's he did actually say that the costume was too tight in the front.
oh, that's what
Yeah,
they all say.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A famous sprinter once told me.
Oh, is it Shervington?
Yep.
Yeah.
Servo once told me
what did he
many years ago.
Yes. What did he have to say?
Jeez, I think hope it was Servo. One of they were all together. Oh, because they used to wear. He famously had his like
the baton.
the package really was swinging around in Kuala Lumpur back in '98.
Is that what you call it, Kuala Lumpur?
Yeah, Kuala Lumpur
A Kuala
going on.
Lump?
And when you're wearing those tight pants like Benson Boone was wearing, and what the sprinters wear, he just like give him just grab him just mid thigh, just grab him and just pull him up. So and that sort of accentuates.
Oh, he's all about
Accentuate-
embellishing.
Yeah,
So
but
if
wouldn't
you
it
pull
lock
up
it in?
the lycra,
It'd lock it into place
It sort
too.
of overfolds and locks it into place and gives it a bit more sort of aesthetic sort of traction, if you
Right.
like.
Because that would be
So
a
if
whole
you-
thing,
yeah.
wouldn't it? Like not just being the fastest, but also being the boldest in the bulge region.
Well, it's more the point. Like even if you were just average sort of in that area, like you want to it's not being the biggest in the world. It's just being just okay. Is if you're on the world stage, you just want something looking okay down there. You know what I mean?
loving watching you explain this. Like you
Well, you
haven't had
see it.
experience.
Well, I don't wear lycra publicly that much these
don't?
days, but I do, I have it on occasion been on a running track and stuff in lycra. You can be exposed.
What about those aesthetic
you're right.
things?
There's nowhere to
You
hide.
can be exposed.
There's nowhere to hide.
Yeah, right. See, this is the thing that guys have to go through because women,
You have no idea.
No, clearly
It's tough.
the woes that you guys go through, we have no idea whatsoever. No, but it is fair. It's a fair point because we
It's
don't.
rough.
We just have to worry about what height our bosoms are at, and you have to worry what size.
Well, I guess it's like a bra for your Morden.
Yeah.
Just giving it a pull, We don't bring it up on the show, but Ash has had a lot of problems over the years with that.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I'm smarter than. I'm smarter than who?
The Brighton Answer deal is here, with one lucky person winning $100,000 off the price of their new home every month. Drop into your nearest Brighton display home today.
Say g'day to Anthony out of Beenleigh. What's going on, mate?
Oh, not much, mate. Just to drop the young fella at school, and then we're going on a comedy cruise today for 3 days.
You going on a comedy cruise?
Yeah, right.
Like, where's the boat go? Or the ship or whatever it is?
I think it just goes out for 3 days and turns around, so it's just sort of a cruise to nowhere.
Sweet. What happens? A lot of stand-ups just on stage and stuff, or what's the GO?
Yeah, I think every night they'll have stand-up on stage in the auditorium.
Pretty cool.
It'll be a good couple of days.
Fantastic.
I've been thinking about doing a cruise.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I was up at Cairns recently. We were going out through the harbour at Cairns, and there's these big cruise ships. I've looked at them and thought, that looks like fun. How many people on the cruise?
Oh, I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm just going with my girlfriend, and
That'll be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. They reckon enough drinks. Oh, my God.
Well, we got $100 spending money for you, but don't worry because, as Luttsy said, the kickback cave is full. So,
it's cool.
regardless, Luttsy will head into the kickback cave.
Now, Anthony, have we got you on speakerphone?
Yes,
Oh, no, I've got it up to my ear.
Okay.
it's a dodgy line, isn't it? We'll
not real
persevere
good.
with it.
Yeah.
We'll see. And just to find out about your kid, is he there with you? Or did you say you've already dropped him off? So is he up for a gimp?
Are you freaking Kirby? Yeah, he is.
All right, okay. Well, then stand by. There could be something very cool heading his way.
Excellent.
What's his name?
Toby.
Toby.
Kobe, K-O-B-Y.
Kobe. We've got a dodgy line here, mate. I hope we hear these
Kobe.
answers. Make sure you're loud and clear in your answers,
Sure.
okay? Good luck,
Yep.
Anthony, out of Beenleigh, playing for $100. Smarter than who? 30 seconds on the clock, and your time starts now. What sense is most closely associated with memory?
Common.
Mufasa is a prequel of which iconic Disney film?
Moana.
Point guard, shooting guard, and power forward are positions in what sport?
Basketball.
What's the name of Brisbane's newest public transport system?
Oh, pass.
The Roman numerals VII represent what number?
Going to have to stop you there. I'm
Whoa,
sorry,
whoa,
guys.
whoa,
I'm
whoa.
so sorry, but I have to stop you there. 30 seconds is 30 seconds. Just clarification on your answer for number one, if you may, Anthony.
It was common. The common sense.
Oh, common sense.
I thought you said common, as in cumin.
No, what
No.
sense is most closely associated.
I thought he- I
with
thought he- I
memory.
thought he
I was
misheard
wondering
you.
why your face was making. That
I
particular-
thought he misheard spices or something. It's cumin. Cumin.
Yeah, no.
Cumin.
No, what
How do you say it,
sense?
Mitch?
Both.
It's cumin.
Cumin.
I think you
You
pronounce
filthy
it.
prick.
I think you'll
What?
see that it's pronounced cumin.
Cumin. Okay.
Now, well, Kobe with a K is standing by. Why don't you count him in?
Kobe.
Okay.
Oh, he come through fine.
Outstanding. What's Kobe? Who's Kobe named after, by the way? Kobe Bryant or Kobe Atherton, the bra boy?
Yeah, Kobe Atherton. He's on the sofa. I've even got the matching patio around the back.
Has he got the tat? Has he got the tat yet?
No, he hasn't. I've got one, though.
What's yours say?
There's Kobe Francis after his name and his date of birth.
What did Kobe Atherton have on his my brother's keeper or something, didn't he?
Yeah, that was pretty sure that was right. Yeah.
After a bra boy. That's awesome. You can watch that on Netflix at the moment, actually, that bra boy doco.
Is it got Russell Crowe in it? I mean,
I think
is
so,
it good?
yeah.
Yeah. Let's bring in the gimp, Jason Derulo.
You got 9 out of 10.
All right, Nikki, you ready?
I've been prepping by watching squirrel videos.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, let's see if that helps you.
I put the cans back on today because the last 2 times I've had it off, I've stuffed up.
They haven't been a good luck charm. So change things up, mix it up.
Yes,
The cans.
I know, he just laughed. Luttsy looked at me and laughed. Cans are a whole other word for him, and he's not crushing them, he's looking at them.
No,
Got a one-track
I was not
mind,
looking at
doesn't
them, actually.
Not mine.
I got in
Jeez.
trouble in a meeting yesterday for not looking at a woman.
Well, it's outrageous.
It's outrageous.
If you don't hit on me, I'll be offended.
Yeah. You can't win in this world,
All
can
right, Nikki, let's go.
You really can't.
30 seconds on the clock, and your time starts now. What sense is most closely associated with memory?
Smell.
Mufasa is a prequel of which iconic Disney film?
The Lion King.
Point guard, shooting guard, and power forward are positions.
Basketball.
What's the name of Brisbane's newest public transport system?
Stupid.
The Roman numerals VII.
12.
Stop the clock.
Pretty quick. You got through. I like that you got through that.
Stupid.
Well, you didn't. But you just get something out there, right?
Yeah, because you said don't say pass. So,
Yeah, well, Anthony passed on that, and we didn't get back to it.
so stupid is the first thing I could.
Yeah, because that's what your husband calls you.
Yeah, he does. He calls me. He says,
yeah.
No, doesn't dumb. He calls you.
No, dumb.
He-
Annoying, painful.
Off the back of the quiz.
Yes, he's been saying because you haven't been going that well the last couple
Yeah,
of
you
days.
come
No, I lost 2 in a row.
It's all right. You go through periods where you go there's ups and downs, but
No, but now it just confirms. People think that I'm as smart as I look.
well, let's see how you go today.
The carpet matches the curtain.
What sense is most closely associated with memory? Now you were pretty clever here, Anthony. You said common, as in common
Yeah.
sense.
Oh, he's cracking jokes.
Yeah, I mean,
like that,
straight off
Anthony.
the cuff too. First
Woo!
answer.
I must say that question it came out funny.
Yeah, I know. So,
Yeah.
I didn't pre-read.
I won't go into where we went with it.
Yeah, okay.
But you said smell, Nikki, and that is correct.
Yes, you remember everything by smells.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's weird how that happens, but you've hit the front 1-0. Mufasa
Yeah, that's it, man.
is a prequel of which iconic Disney film? The Lion King. Nikki straight out of the gates.
I know every song to that. I was obsessed.
Save it for the podcast.
I won't. I promise you.
It's 2-0. Anthony, you, I don't know, remember what you said there. Point guard, shooting guard, and power forward are positions in what sport? You both said basketball, so that's correct. So no pantsing, Anthony, for you today.
I was a point guard.
Excellent.
It's 3-1. Oh, you played basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a point guard.
Nice.
I was really good
shifty,
at
darty.
shooting. Yeah, 3-pointers.
Could you
I
shoot
was-
from the perimeter?
Yeah.
From outside?
I was really good at that.
Boom.
I couldn't dribble. I dribble now after
Oh,
a few
then
drinks.
now
but
we
I
get
couldn't
paid
dribble
for
a
it.
ball. Yeah.
3-1.
You're a professional.
Oh,
with
The
Shots
name
fired.
of Brisbane's newest public transport system, it's the Brisbane Metro.
Oh, it's different to what I said.
Brisbane Metro.
I said metro wrong.
Apparently they're really long. Like it's like a banana bus, but like another one on the end of it.
Oh, they're all
Buses,
bendy,
And
bendy.
people, because it's Brisbane, Chris Jones was telling me this, you can get off at the back door, you go to like reference the driver. The driver's like 60
He's
metres
in another
away.
suburb. Yeah. It's 3-1. And then the final question, Roman numerals VII represent, you said 12.
12.
V is 5, so it's 7 is the correct answer there. But Nikki,
what's
you've
10?
won. It's a 3-1 victory to Nikki.
Woo!
And it means when we play tomorrow, it's going to be worth $200. Now, we promised that the kickback cave was full and also that there's something special for young Kobe after a stellar game.
Chockers. Okay.
Yeah, the first gift.
What have you got
Wait
down
Do you want
there?
to take care of Kobe first of all, Luttsy, because something pretty special came in for all of us yesterday.
How old's Kobe? We working at.
What are you, Kobe?
He's 10.
Yeah,
This
perfect.
is perfect. It's a strange gift.
When did a child enter the chat?
Kobe did a gimp, a
did a
live
gimp earlier.
gimp.
Oh, okay, got it.
Guess which Kobe he's named after?
Bryant.
That's dark.
What? It's not dark. He was a legend.
Oh no, so I was thinking of Martin Bryant.
No. You
That's dark.
Mom.
And let's throw that in your Tasmania chat.
Yeah.
It's a non-toxic bug killing device I'm giving the 10-year-old kid. It's called Bug Assault. It's basically the order of this conversation is so bad. I'm actually going to come back to that. I've got a $100 hashtag burgers and waffles voucher for you. At the moment, this is limited time, I'm told. $5 Nutella shakes this week. And also, for your lady friend, Anthony,
Yeah.
so she looks hot on the cruise, I'm giving her a $250 Lorna Jane voucher. You can get ready.
Lord of Jane voucher. I still love it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Get ready for International Activewear Day with the latest styles thanks to Lorna Jane. And for the young fella, I do have the Bug Assault. You can fire your fly swatter, so it's like a shotgun.
Yeah, you put salt in
And
it.
you put salt in it, and you fire it at flies.
It'll be awesome.
Oh, it'd be fantastic.
What better for a kid named after Kobe Abbott?
Who's
Yeah,
that?
exactly.
Bra boy. Don't worry.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Nikki, you're a stand-up comedian, aren't you? Is that how you would describe yourself, like primarily?
What do you put on your?
Yes,
what do you
Yeah,
put on
what-
your?
Just
when you go to another country?
comedian. So yeah, and
Comedian.
stand-up comedian. Yes.
Do you
Yes.
find if you're travelling to the US, the customs guys go and tell us a joke?
Yeah.
Yeah, they always do.
Funny girl.
And you know what I always say? I tell the worst joke ever. I just go, what did Batman say to Robin before they got in the car? Robin, get in the car.
Is that really what you do?
I do.
And they stamp your form and you
Oh,
go,
no, they
okay.
send me home. No, they let me in because they know I'm not taking anyone else's job.
Job, yeah, exactly.
Get in the
Yeah, yeah.
car.
Yeah.
But when did you start that? Because you've been doing it for a little while.
Yeah,
I just always imagined that.
2017.
Oh,
I started.
2017.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not. Oh, that doesn't feel that long
So
ago.
prior
to
to
me.
that, I was
Eight
working.
years. 8
That's
years?
stand-up, pure stand-up. Before that, I was working in sketch comedy for a long time.
Right.
And like working
Writing and performing.
writing, performing on the telly. And then before that, I was an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was that first one like? The first gig,
Oh my, it was wild.
The first stand-up gig.
first stand-up gig.
You know, baptism by fire. So I decided, well, actually, my Polish agent at the time, she said, Nicole, it is time. We are registering you for the Melbourne Comedy Festival. You are doing a show. I'm like, I'm really not doing good auditions at the moment, am I? She's like, I just think this is your thing. So I registered 3 days out from when it was going to close. So I had to do the photo shoot, the poster, come up with the concept. This is the hardest part for comedians. So we're selling tours 6 months in advance. You don't know what you're going to be talking about yet, but you have to have the poster and the
like a
concept.
name of the show and everything.
Name of the show. So
But this was 3 days before.
3 days before. So I'm like, okay.
Well, yeah, no, nothing written.
No.
Oh,
And
But had you thought about it? Like it must have been
I had an
somewhat on your
idea
radar.
because you've got to, I called my show On the Spectrum because lots of my family members are on the spectrum and the jury's still out with me. But that's what I wrote it about, thinking, just talking truths. And oh my goodness gracious me, I put the poster online and the next morning I had 500 messages of hate and a petition to shut my show down. And then it was in all the papers and I had all these missed calls from radio stations going,
They wanted you, but yeah.
Yeah, that like it was like
that, as if you're just taking the mickey out of.
Yeah, they all thought I was punching down. I'm like, that's not the whole dear. I mean, I haven't even written it yet, and people are writing like dissertations about how offensive my show is.
So they were arcing up just because of the name of the show.
Just because of the name of the show and the poster, because I'm there with a fidget spinner and a scotch in the other hand. Because I don't know, that's just me.
Fidget spinners would have been a big deal back then too.
They were a big deal too, but yeah, I got in a lot of trouble. So anyway, the trolling did not cease. I was just under a lot of heat for the months leading up to my opening night. Now, I still hadn't done a stand-up show ever in my life. And I'm like, I didn't dare go and do any open mic nights because I didn't want them to come and attack me there. So my first ever night of stand-up was I got moved to a bigger venue. They allocated security. It was at Kingston City Hall down in Melbourne.
Right.
And I had press, I had protesters, and I had a bodyguard either side of me for my opening show. I did 37 minutes. I mean, it sold out. Like, my whole tour sold out, and that was the first time I ever did stand-up, was in front of all of that.
Geez, you started with a bang then, didn't
I started with a bang, and that was probably the hardest time of my career, because I had to keep morally deep diving, going, am I doing something wrong here? And then I'm doing the shows, and everyone loved the shows, and it was really healthy for people to go and see this show, because it's very cathartic, because I'm talking about all the things you go through, and it's got a really positive spin. But I was absolutely smashed by the press and by people online, and they hadn't seen it. Yeah, they're like, what you're writing is evil.
It was well received, despite the controversy. Once people actually watched it, they liked it.
It was very well received, because I'm not an asshole.
Yeah, right.
Yes. So, yeah.
Okay, no, I was just wondering, because I always imagine that first gig would be...
Well, just under normal circumstances, it'd be tough, but when you put yourself out in the headlights like that, that adds a degree of difficulty.
It was a bit like my first time on radio was with you lot 2.5 weeks ago.
What was that like?
And you arrived at 2 minutes to 6. I'm sitting there going, am I going to have to do my first day on my own? But I tell you what happened after that.
That's pretty brutal of us.
It was not very fair.
We could have been early one day.
Yeah, that's all right. I won't hold grudges.
I was here at 10 to 6, to be fair.
Yeah, 10 to 6.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Experience boutique luxury accommodation, exceptional dining and exquisite events at Emporium Hotel South Bank, Brisbane's cultural epicentre.
The only way to farewell summer. Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne's end of summer party.
I'm chasing paradise with you.
Yeah, we've got a big party coming up. It's locked in.
Absolute cracker.
We are doing this. When are we doing this?
27th of February.
27th of February.
A Thursday night.
3 weeks today.
Terrace Rooftop Bar at Emporium, South Brisbane. It's going to be fantastic. My outfit, have you seen my outfit, Nikki?
I just saw it then. It's perfect.
That's good, isn't it?
It's almost got like a bowls green vibe to it, which is another... That's another style, bowls green.
Bowls green.
Like you're the president of a bowls club, how they would dress.
Yeah.
Cricket.
Yeah.
Umpire. Oh, the vest.
Yes.
That woolen vest.
Oh, great.
thing.
Now everyone's
With the
going to
green
turn up
V. Yeah.
in their Australian cricket
the
outfit.
Boxing Day test.
I don't have the V, but I've got sort of a white shirt. It's got sort of green
got the big V?
horizontal stripes that go down either side. No big V. It's a bit rude.
No, it looks pretty good.
Cool.
It looks good though. It does look good. I haven't even seen mine yet, but I'm putting my faith in Samara as well.
Surely they'll put you in a big hat. What time would this kick off? Would there be...
It'll be a nighttime deal.
6:30 situation.
Yeah.
Oh, the bright lights of Brisbane.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And our first...
I'm genuinely excited. I know you've done 1,000 of these parties, but this is my first big party. It
It'll
feels
be
like
good.
my
It'll be
prom
good.
queen party.
Yeah, that'll be good.
My Prosecco queen party.
And don't forget, we're stealing your idea too from when you had your own party like this.
And that was the best party I've thrown, the Slim Aaron's party on New Year's Eve. That was amazing.
It was actually incredible.
You know what? When people dress up, it's a vibe. It kind of kickstarts the
Yeah, it
party
does.
because
Yeah.
you're already excited at
Yes.
all the outfits.
Yep, I agree with that.
And you're like, it's on!
We had that with that party we had last year when we went out on the river. Everyone's floating down to hop onto the boat.
The Oasis, yeah.
The Oasis, yeah. And there's just a great vibe because everyone's made the effort to get dressed up.
That's the thing. If people have invested in the outfit, they're invested in the energy of the night. So I think I want there to be dance-offs.
I think there will be.
That'd be so good.
Oh, they'll be dancing.
So these really kick on, don't they, these parties?
They can. Yeah.
Oh.
They can.
I believe that when you say that. You
Yes.
should have seen his wink, 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 wink.
Yeah,
The Friday show will be
it's
an
gonna be
interesting
an
exercise.
abomination.
My husband was asking me last night, how are you going to back up a party? He knows what I'm like, a little bit dusty, and I'm not going to hold off. Like, I'm going to go hard.
They come in full hot.
Full hot like I did this morning.
Full hot. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, Jasmine out of Nudgee. Jasmine, you there? Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
I'm here. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
You're the first person that we are inviting along.
Woo!
What a cracker start to the day. Thank you.
Oh, Jasmine, are you excited? Have you got your outfit ready? Do you know what you're going to wear?
I do not know what I'm going to wear yet, but as soon as I finish work today, I'm going to go get on Google and start having a look at what I need to wear.
What are the key words for Google again?
Retro resort.
Palm Springs
Retro
type thing.
5 outfit.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Palm Springs.
Like 3 of them come up, so everyone will be wearing the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not doing the bowls vibe, though. Probably not doing the bowls vibe.
No, the ladies, this is your chance to wear platforms again and wear flares. You could wear
Bell
flares.
bottoms? Bell bottoms, would they fit?
That's the same as flares. Yep.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yep. This is going to be fun. And Jasmine, are you one to go hard at a party?
Look, a couple of Prosecco's and I'm having a good time. So I think I think I'll be ready for a bit of a groove.
Oh, nice. And splash a bit of limoncello into that Prosecco. You got limoncello spritz. Oh, we'll all have the giggles.
Next
That's giggle
level.
juice. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Jasmine, what about our what's our sausage deal called?
Oh, the sausage game.
The sausage game. Are you going to play the sausage game?
Sausage swingers?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to play the
Play
sausage game?
swingers?
Oh, look, I'll give it a go.
It's a lot of fun.
She doesn't even know what it is and she's bang up
No,
for
I
it.
have no idea. No idea.
It looks outrageous, but it's a good game.
It's fun.
Okay, I'll do it for you.
Oh, excellent.
Nice.
We'll see you there, Jasmine, if you want to head along as well. Register on the Nova Player app or online at Nova FM. It's happening at Feb 27, and you can experience boutique luxury accommodation, exceptional dining, and exquisite events at our host venue location, the Emporium Hotel, South Bank, Brisbane's cultural epicentre, and we'll be inviting someone else tomorrow.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Throwback Throwdown!
Yeah, big year 2001. I wasn't that blown away by the songs that we had to choose from.
No, it was a rough year musically and politically, and it was not a good one.
Yeah. Right on the heels of the Sydney Olympics 2000. Yeah, the 2001 turned out to be a bit of a shocker.
It's like the hangover after a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it was great, like we mentioned it yesterday, that Origin series of 2001 and Alfie coming back. That's one of the great Origin stories. He was in England and Wayne Bennett brought him back from England at 34 years of age. He hadn't played NRL for quite some time.
It's a big secret too, isn't it? No one knew about it.
Yeah, he flew in from England and then he scored a try. Queensland won. Although it was at
ANZ
Kiwi
Stadium.
too. Yeah.
This might have been playing over some montages. Slow-mo. Alfie doing that backwards try. He placed it back of his head.
This one.
Yep.
Oh, even I remember that one.
Huge.
Yeah, that was
Iconic.
That was the try, yeah. And
Unfortunately,
if you
though.
had done that, 15% of the people would have ruled.
That's it, 15%. Yeah, didn't move. Amazing. Alex Lloyd, fourth. That's all right. That's okay.
Far from amazing.
Big movie from 2001.
And then I saw her face.
Smash Mouth from Shrek. Third placing there. I'm a believer. Up to 31% for second, and the Tresina Trophy.
Yes, I just met Mel Tresina.
Isn't she fantastic?
I just met her.
We're doing some prep work in there.
In the storage room of all places. Wait, that doesn't sound good for either of you.
No.
It ended up a little powwow. We all ended up in the storage room
Literally, I
meeting
walked past
Mel.
this. There's no lights on, a dark room. I saw two silhouettes.
That's where I met her too. Yeah, Buzz called me in.
It was like Buzz and Meltracina.
Drops due talking about the fact that we're going to have to play this.
It's his second.
Tresina Trophy.
Paddy Monahan, not Carrigan.
Not Carrigan.
We've got to get Pat Carrigan to sing Pat Monahan.
He would sound amazing if he did, yes. But unfortunately, for everyone else in the studio,
Really?
the Get Your Hand Off It winner
Get Your
of
Hand
2001
Off It.
with 33% of the votes. Three Doors Down, the number one song. According to the voters, a big thank you to my constituents, Three Doors Down, Kryptonite.
All these guys in glasses who think they're Superman, when really they're just nerds.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
It's exciting that the ACTA Awards are happening. It'd be more exciting if we were there, but it's nice to see. Mel Tracina's turned up at the building. And
I saw she's heading down there, but it was on last night. In fact, a lady in my building was on her way to the ACTA. She's got a film that she's spruiking and trying to get money for or something or other, and she was heading off to the ACTAs. Linky was there, your brother?
Mm-hmm. So there's two different nights, though.
It must be.
They had 31 awards last night, and then they come back tomorrow. There's talk that Russell Crowe's in town. Our own Mel Tracina is obviously hosting as well tomorrow night.
Linky, your brother.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, my God, here we go.
Wait, what?
Linky.
Who?
Lincoln.
Lincoln
Lewis? That's your brother.
It's his brother.
Can't you tell?
Did you not
Look at
know
us.
that?
I did not know it. I'm new here.
In fairness,
his
I
brother.
remember going to a beach one
Son
day.
of the king, brother of the prince.
Yeah.
Do you know
with
who
Lincoln
Mitch's father is?
No.
Oh, my
You don't know who Mitch's father is?
No, are you a Nepo baby, Mitch?
Oh, two times over. Yeah.
Why, who's your father?
Wally.
The greatest rugby league player in
Are you
history.
joking?
Yeah.
Are you, is
The
he,
single
are you actually
greatest
joking?
We only had
rugby
the
league
bit going for
player.
2.5
Show
weeks.
Show the picture.
What's
Well, you're getting left behind and links in there.
Oh, yeah. My left hand's in the
Have you got
photo.
that?
Yeah.
You got that on your screensaver?
Wally's
What's
right.
going on?
Screens.
I don't know what's real.
It's
and
my
it's,
wallpaper.
There's this great shot of...
it's real. Alicia's saying this is real.
It's
So-
real.
What?
It's this great shot of...
Did you not know that?
None of it. No one sat me down and said, "Oh, by the way, Mitch's family is full
But
of
how
legends."
good is that, Mitch? It's not like you're getting introduced as, this is, you're your own man. You know what I mean? It's
This
not
is
like
the
you're being
first time
introduced
ever.
as Lincoln's brother
Well,
or
no,
Wally's son.
it's the second time ever, and the last person that I met that had no idea
Sarah.
who my dad was and my brother was, I married her.
Sarah.
Yeah, see, it's
oh,
good.
God. Look out.
See how
and you needed to know that, by the way, because otherwise potentially people could be
hang on.
I was
chasing you
I was
to get to the family.
I would have chased Mitch just to get into his
You
dad's.
did for a little bit.
I feel like
That's why we hired him.
I feel like you still are to him
You couldn't,
sometimes.
Mitch, in all honesty, Mitch came to us to do work experience back in like 2008,
Hang on,
was it?
I'm still lifting my jaw off the table.
No, you're amongst
I
royalty.
want to come to your family barbecue
Yeah, don't worry, we all
to
do.
hang out
I don't
with
think
you,
you do.
Mitch.
Yeah, we
Spend
all
more
do.
time with you, Mitch.
think you do.
I don't think you do.
You should meet his mum.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
A couple of days ago, we told you that there was a croc that was spotted around Inskip Point. Inskip Point is...
Where is that?
That's where the barge leaves from to take you over to Fraser, to Gari, and would drop you at the very southern tip of Gari. You come back to Inskip Point, then you'd move into Rainbow Beach. And it is on the doorstep of the Sunshine Coast. And our newsreader, Ash, has been saying this morning there's been another croc sighted. And we're trying to work out, is this a second croc? And if so, is it capped at 2? And what is happening with these crocs moving further south? Is it the same croc that was seen at Bundaberg just a couple of weeks ago? I don't know. But Joshua Morris is a senior wildlife officer and is keeping an eye on all of this. So we thought we'd catch up with him and find out exactly what's going on. Good morning, Josh. How are you, mate?
Good, thanks. Good morning.
Now, we're in Brisbane, obviously, so should we have right to be concerned about the crocs heading south, or exactly what is going on?
Oh, look, we've got no evidence of populations of crocodiles moving any further south than their typical habitat, which is sort of, we draw the line at the Boyne River in Gladstone is where we say typical croc habitat ends as you move south. But, obviously individuals can move beyond that line. They're not great at reading maps.
So what would their reasons to move if it did? And do you think there is one down here, or it's just a fake sighting?
Oh, it's certainly the video evidence and the photographic evidence. It's a crocodile that's definitely in that location. What we know is that breeding season is a time that they move around and establish those territories, and so there is a lot more movement of crocodiles. They can move out into the ocean areas, and prevailing weather conditions can push them in different areas.
So is it the females like running away from the males? Is that what's going on?
Look, the females establish good nesting territories, and the males then service find a big territory of females that they have there as well. So
it's not necessarily them running away from the males, but each crocodile they don't play nicely together a lot of the time, so they like to have areas.
Lions.
So based on your sightings, based on your video evidence, like we saw that one, how many crocs are there south of that Boyne Island barrier? Because we saw the one at Bundaberg. We've seen, is it one or two that are at or around Inskip Point? And if so, are they all the same crocodile?
Look, we've had 5 sightings around that Inskip Point, so that was, and we believe that's the same crocodile.
Right. And as the same crocodile as the one you saw at Bundaberg?
It would appear that way, that it's a similar size. It's consistent with some of the ocean currents and wind and that sort of stuff, so it's not unfathomable that it's the same crocodile.
Have we named it yet?
I haven't.
I feel like you guys need a code name for this croc. And let's say some more start arriving. Do you have a bit of a contingency plan as to what to do if, we get a couple of crocs showing up at Noosa Beach?
Look, what we know is that these are individuals that are vagrants, and they will move around looking for different territories and then get pushed around in different areas. Hopefully this one will realise it's not exactly where he wants to be and we'll start moving north.
What happens with crocs? Do you tag them and stuff? Like, what percentage of them do you have your eyes on, or is it that they just roam free up north?
Oh, look, there's a population of crocs in Queensland. That's what we know. We really rely on the public sightings. We can't be everywhere. We've got some great waterways throughout Queensland, and a lot of fishermen keep their patch very secret. So we know there's a lot of area, and these are cryptic species that are very hard to see.
So you sound like you're not too concerned that there's an exodus of crocs coming our way. This is just, in your estimation, one rogue croc, and despite the fact it's only you mentioned Noosa, it's like Inskip to Noosa would only be like 150k, and can't these crocs swim at like 40? They can swim 40 kilometres a day.
They can move big distances depending on the ocean currents and conditions. What we know, crocs that are pulling up on beaches are likely having a rest, pulling out of some of the surf and trying to get out of some of that prevailing weather conditions. I wouldn't say it's an exodus of crocodiles. I think they're vagrants that just move, a stray croc that sort of ventures further afield. There's definitely not a population that, from all the evidence that we've seen, there's no population that is further south. The last sort of breeding population is the Fitzroy River in Rockhampton.
Nikki made parallels before with Victorians coming to southeast Queensland. What chance do you think of this rogue crocodile getting back up north and going, I'll tell you what, I went down to Rainbow Beach. It is delightful down there. And bringing
you're checking out the house prices and then moving down on a full-time basis and bringing all their friends.
Yeah, you reckon he's going to recruit some mates?
Yeah, that's the concern. Yeah.
As I say, it's not something they're not like bees. They're not going to come and share the information of where the good flowers are.
How do bees share information? I'm learning more and more every
maybe
day.
they can. I don't know. Bees do. I didn't know bees did. Yeah.
Yeah, they share. Everyone's nodding like this is a common
Will you try and trap it?
Yeah. You going to trap it, Josh?
In those areas where crocodiles aren't typically found, that's our management action, is to try and remove it from those areas.
Are you going to wrestle it and go viral? Do it, Joshua.
Probably not.
See, now you're stereotyping Josh.
Yeah.
Are you wearing khaki, Josh? Yeah, that being silly. I apologise. Well, that makes me feel better.
Yeah, I feel better. It's nice knowing there's just one rogue one.
Yeah,
maybe we should call it Rogue One.
You can call it that if you want. Again, it's like, don't drag Josh into it.
Stop it.
It's like sex toys. Just because you got a name for yours doesn't mean Josh has to.
Where are we going?
Josh, hang up. Just hang up, buddy.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.